The girl was just riding the subway and grabbed a handrail. She never expected to end up with sticky mucus all over her hand. The disgust hit her instantly and she shook her hand in panic. Then she quickly wiped it clean with a wet tissue. At first she did not think it was a big deal, but when she went to work as usual, her co-workers noticed she suddenly had a nosebleed. She panicked and rushed to the restroom to wash her face. She thought it might just be her body overheating lately, but when she lowered her head to wash her hands, she was horrified to see that the hand which touched the mucus had grown several small red bumps. Realizing something was wrong, she quickly went to the dermatology department at the hospital. The doctor asked her if she had recently touched anything dirty. She immediately remembered the mucus from that morning. That thought made her extremely nervous, so the doctor prescribed some medicine for her to apply. She hurriedly spread the medicine on her hand and covered it with a bandage. However, when she left the subway station, she ran into a female co-worker from her company. She tried to chat for a moment, but the next second her co-worker looked terrified. Before she could even react, blood started pouring from her nose again. Scared, she rushed into the restroom and washed the blood from her face. At that moment, she unexpectedly discovered that dozens of tiny holes had appeared on her palm, packed tightly together and extremely disturbing. Thankfully, that was only a nightmare. But then, she realized there was really a bandage stuck to her hand. To confirm her suspicion, she carefully peeled it off to check, but before she could see clearly, a colleague suddenly called her outside. It turned out the company celebration was about to begin. Seeing everyone celebrating someone she disliked, she immediately ran back to the restroom and threw up. On her way home, she felt deeply upset, but then she felt her nose becoming wet. When she touched it, she realized it was bleeding again, and her hand was full of tiny holes once more. She knew at that moment the nightmare had become reality. As soon as the subway arrived, she rushed into the restroom and tore off the bandage on her hand, only to find not only was her hand covered in dense holes, even her neck had become infected. Terrified, she took out the ointment to apply it, but the next second, a hand from the next stall snatched it away. As she stood there trembling in fear, her palm suddenly began to sprout roots and shoots. Then her body started to bloom as well. In just 1 minute, the girl turned into a horrifying plant-like human, sitting in the restroom completely motionless.